So here we are at Southern Motion talking to you today about a recliner chair, motor, button, power supply, what could go wrong, what could be some of the issues. And we're going to kind of walk through this chair here to kind of help you understand. So you know that this is a power recliner here with power headrest because we have multiple buttons here, one that's going to control the foot and the back, and then one that's going to control the headrest. We also have the USB port in here as well. Here's kind of a quick diagnosis to know what's wrong, because the biggest question we get is, hey, my chair's broken, it's not working, what's wrong? So the first thing you're going to want to check is your power supply. Power supply is what comes out of the wall, goes in. Now you might have a battery. This particular chair here does operate with a battery, so obviously you want to make sure that your battery's charged. But if your battery's charged, you're good. And your power supply, if it's plugged into the wall, most likely is going to have like a green light showing you that it has light. Now the green light doesn't automatically tell you it's providing enough power. It still could be providing a green light and not be sending enough voltage to really power the chair. So don't completely rule that out, but usually a power supply is where I start, because the vacuum gets it, the dog ate it, the cat ate it, it gets pinched in the chair, it gets cut. So make sure you have a good power supply or a good battery supply. We sell all these parts so we can help you with any of those that you need, but that's the first place you start. The second thing we do is the control panel. So if for some reason the chair is not working and the control panel's gone out, what you're gonna wanna do on this one just has a little vanity plate. You'll pop off the vanity plate. If you get like a little screwdriver, even a butter knife, you can just pop off the vanity plate. This will pop off here. It'll expose 2 screws on either side. We'll show you a picture here that you can see what it looks like without the vanity plate on it. You'll want to replace this button. Not a real hard thing. We'll flip this up and we'll show you how to replace it, but that's the second thing I look at. Replace your button control, or if your chair has a remote, check out the remote. We can replace the remote. The remote is actually just a handheld, but it plugs into the chair the exact same way as this control panel. So power supply first, control panel second. If you've replaced those and it's still not working, we got to flip the chair up and see what we got going on. So we move the chair, just tilt it on its face, and we get a good exposure of what's going on here in the chair. So you can see in this chair is actually a rocker. That's what this mechanism is here. That's not going to have anything to do with the power supply. But the power supply, the next thing you're going to do is look at the motor. So this is what we call the footrest motor and the back motor, all in here. This is a chair motor. This right here is a 5-pin connection. You can see here from the motor, it's a 5-pin connection that goes into the 5-pin connection for your control, your button control. So that's the button control. It goes all the way up through, and you can see right here, it's just coming out right here on the side of the chair. If you have an older chair, some models of chair, these are stapled on the back. The newer models are all Velcro. You can just quickly Velcro it out. And if you come up here on top with me, you'll see this is that button control. So the button control comes out and it Ys, and it's gonna go one control down into here, which was for your base motor. And then the other one, it's labeled secondary usually. Again, it's another 5-pin connection. And this comes up to what we call the power headrest motor, which was in here. Power headrest motor, again, is a clevis pin. Pop this out. You can easily just pull out your clevis. You can pull out the clevis pin here. Quick little pair of pliers. If you can't get it out by your hand, will do the job. But you pull it out, clevis pin comes out, and the motor will come out. So just as a recap, the first thing is the power supply or your wireless battery. The second thing you're checking is the control panel right here. Again, 2 screws that go in here to the Y cable, and then you have the 2 motors. Real simple. Secondly, if you have any questions and you're not exactly sure, hey, I don't even know what model I have, I'm not sure if this is going to be the right thing or the right motor, you can always go in here and flip it up. If the chair's not working, you can still get the tag here. We can find out the model number to know exactly what pieces were in your chair so that we can get it fixed. It might sound complicated, but quite honestly, with simple tools, a motor could easily be replaced. The headrest control could be replaced. The control board, it's all really easily done. If you need any help, we can find a technician in your area that can come do it for you, but we just need to know what parts you need and we can easily supply them for you.